outcome can be changed at all. And of course, you know, Motz is going to be feeling good. They have a second opportunity to right the wrong from earlier tonight. They have a second opportunity now to prove that they are the better player. Aeris has a bit of confidence about them. They've beaten Motz before already. They know what they have to do. So really, you know, again, we're always talking about those mind games when it comes to multiverses, but it's a true factor. You know, there is that little bit of ego that comes in, and that can sway the outcome of a match. And ego's a great thing to have sometimes, and it can really sort of back up the skill you've got. The one thing I think that Aeris does have in his favor is that we are still playing with a relatively new character, so Motz might still, you know, be developing that muscle memory of going up against a Powerpuff Girl, whereas Aeris knows how a Harley plays, has the experience to counter those moves, has the ability to avoid those combos, has the muscle memory that might carry them through.
If I'm not mistaken, Aeris was a Harley main early in this game, so yeah, definitely should feel comfortable playing into Harley, knowing what's annoying, knowing what attacks to stay away from. So getting started here, but aggression, of course, is exactly what we expect coming out of both players. You know, I say it before, I'll say it again. You kind of want to play safe, you know, off the side of the stage against the the Powerpuff Girls, just because of those combo chains. But Motz is no stranger to early stocks off the side, so it's kind of one of those things where, you know, we're just gonna have to see who gets the upper hand in these exchanges. In any case, 51-61, both players pretty close to each other. Motz trying to keep Aeris off the ground, get a nice vertical stock here, but not working out. Now some more exchanges. Ooh, uppercut just barely missing. Would have definitely been the first stock on the side of Aeris here. That bomb has been attached. Follow up from Motz, able to get the first stock, and that's exactly what we expected.
Now, absolutely, that's what we want to see from Motz, is that constant pressure applied to Aeris here. Motz at 102 with Aeris on the fresh spawn, and we need to remember that Powerpuff Girls does have that very large hitbox, does get the elimination, does Aeris evening up the stocks. We are now basically at 0-0, 0-9 there in Motz's favor. But of course, you know, the Powerpuff Girls having that massive hitbox, a very easy target to hit, a very easy target, especially with those hammer strikes and those slugger strikes that Harley uses a lot of the time. They're going to be very easy for Motz to land and try and get the most out of. Although we are seeing this uppercut cycle, and there is a second elimination, and Aeris has swept the momentum from underneath Motz's feet, and now could very easily run away with it. Motz just dodges out of the combo and survives once again.
It's so tough. That up special into the air dash attack is just so tough to get out of. The certain stage is pretty much over, and also when you catch a bad bomb to the face at a certain stage, it's also over as well. So both players now sitting at 2-2. It's very even at this point. 40-37, just like this. Sayer coming out of Motz, another attack. Sayer into the bomb, just mixing up the combos, not letting you breathe at all. This is exactly what Motz wants. Got the bat bomb stuck to himself, wants to use that self-detonation but can't quite pull it off. Both players having to play a little bit careful. The mallet in the first game goes to Motz. Okay, so now this is getting spicy. I like the direction that this is going in. My assumption, something that I'd like to see, is the adjustment that Aeris makes for game 2. Maybe take this series to 1-1. You know, it'd be nice to see this get really, really intense and stressful for the players. You know.
Oh, it could very easily go that way, but also we could be looking at Motz getting that 3-0 sweep. We've seen them do it time and time again. Going over the Trophy's Edge on round 2 here. You know, I'm going to mention it. Those floating platforms could factor very much into Motz's plays here. They can run interference for the Bat Bomb. They can allow for the Powerpuff Girls to extend those aerial combos that extra little bit that really does become a risk when going against someone like Aeris, who makes full use of their aerial perks. Motz now basically just trying to stay alive here, dancing around the edge of the stage, is able to survive the onslaught from Aeris, but they are not allowing Motz to have a moment's reprieve. 88 to 79, already 40 seconds in, very close to losing that first stock on both cases. It is going to be Motz that takes the L on this occasion, as Aeris takes that first point. 6 minutes 8 seconds on the clock.
Very interesting. Aeris decided not to allow Motz to breathe at all in that first that first time around. He said, "You, sir, shall not breathe." And as a result, was able to prevent Motz from getting any setups, which is why they're able to get that first stock. So it seems like that maybe that's the game plan, and you just have to continue to do that as Motz is able to get their own first stock here. Both players now, I mean, we're seeing a pretty decent lead, but this is only 30 and some change, 34 difference here. So this can change really quickly. Both players trying their best to make some sort of attack connect. The Nair on the side of hello. The Nair on the side of Aeris has really been useful in the situation. Catches the Dare off stage. Such a powerful spike coming from the Powerpuff Girls. That move is so strong and it hits so hard.
No, absolutely, you're right on that one, and it's a very risky position that Motz finds themselves in currently, dancing around the edge of that stage, trying not to give that third and final stock. Does stay alive, which looks like a baseball hit from here. A very, very nice tactic, as they once again, Aeris continues with that aerial bombardment on Harley, slowly pushing them close to the edge, but we see the rebound off the side. Aeris is able to capitalize off the positioning though, and does survive, getting a point on their side of the field. It's going to be one apiece going into round 3.
Very nice. I mean, the adjustments were made. There was a lot of use of the Nair into the air dash attack, which is a very good way to interrupt your opponent's follow-ups, combos, things of that nature. So very nice on the side of Aeris, getting back into this match. Again, early on, did not let Motz breathe. Didn't allow Motz to do any setups, nothing cute. You're just gonna fly off the map. Anytime that Motz had a chance to get some sort of control, it was immediately shut down. So maybe that's just the play. You smother Motz. Don't let Motz do what Motz wants to do. And now the series can work in your favor.
Sure am a long way from Arkham.
Going into this third round now, going into Sky Arena, a very popular map amongst these high-level players. Immediately sticks Powerpuff Girls with the Bat Bomb and gets the Ignite as well. We're going to see those ticks of Afterburn slowly building up once again. Motz has momentum on their side. 77 damage already done to Aeris. A very, it's not something you see very often. Aeris taking this amount of damage and not really having an answer back for it. Are we finally going to see the beginning of those aerial combos? Are we going to see that complete pressure application that Aeris has had throughout the majority of the night? Motz is able to fight out of it seems, but Aeris desperately trying to get underneath Harley here, trying to get in a position to get those knockback attacks going. It does appear as though it's not going to work out in their favor. Motz trying to use projectiles to create a little bit of space, knows the risk of being up close and personal with the Powerpuff Girls. They avoid the Bat Bomb, but puts them in a beautiful position for an elimination on Motz's end. Motz takes the early lead on this one.
Yeah, interesting. They played it pretty passive there, but they were able to get their stock back with their own uppercut, so it's okay at this point. 1-1, both players tied up. The nice Motz special almost coming out here, but that's okay. Aeris is going to follow with his own combo. Not able to finish it off though. Both players back on stage after some nice risky play. Bat Bomb connected to Powerpuff. Doesn't matter. The Nair finishes off. before Motz even had I'm sure Motz was probably spamming that neutral special to get that explosion, but just didn't have the frames to do it. So it's pretty unfortunate. At this rate, though, Motz is trying to get some control. A nice charged up there, does a little bit of damage, not too much. Bat bomb might go off. Nope, it doesn't get the explosion. Now you're just getting interrupted by Powerpuff combo. Nair, air dash, Nair again to take the third stock. Very well done indeed. Very well done indeed. That is that what you were expecting to happen in this matchup, CJ?
It was certainly a possibility. It was certainly a possibility. We know that in these sort of late stages, you gotta pull every trick out of the bag. You gotta use every tool in your toolkit, and that's what Aeris has done. And it was a very, very nice read, I think, and a very good use of positioning there. Aeris taking that second point as we go into round 4, going into Trophy's Edge. I almost forgot how to count. That's how tired I'm getting now. But we are going to keep the momentum going as Aeris almost immediately goes for another elimination as they pull it off. We are 10 seconds in, and Aeris is a point up on the board.
Nah, the disrespect is crazy. For you to get the first stock and then just chill there on the side like, hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm over here. Nah, that's crazy. You gotta see me, Playboy. You got to see me. But Motz is trying to do his best to get back in this matchup as best as possible. 59, almost got the easy out. Misses the near follow-up. Nice follow-up with the Louisville Slugger, though. Nice combo here. Nice little jump. Okay. Just like that, that elimination, it doesn't matter at this point. Motz is back in this. 8 to 19, 11 at this point. Both players are dead even. Nice combos coming from Aeris here, trying to get you off the side of the map. Almost followed up with a dare from Harley. It would have been really nice, but the spike from Aeris wants to get that early stock, but can't quite do it. Bat bomb can connect. The spike misses. I love seeing the bat bomb go on her, get yourself planted on Harley, and you just see Aeris run for the heels. He wants to make sure you don't get caught by that explosion.
Guess I'm a bad doctor.
Now, look, Aeris using those floating platforms, a little bit of protection from the projectiles coming in from Harley, gets a beautiful elimination there as well. Pace is at 110 miles an hour. That bomb doesn't get a lot of value there, but we are seeing the stacks of Ignite slowly build up on Aeris. At 117, could be taken out at any minute. Just one slugger blow from the Louisville is going to do it. But Aeris potentially was looking for that aerial combo again. Motz was able to answer for it, however, get the elimination set up and ready to go. But they are in a very dangerous position. 71 heat on their damage levels currently. Could be taken out at any moment. And there is the uppercut. And Aeris